Hey guys, JT here, and I just got done with an 80-mile, 3-day Fastpack in Olympic National Park, and I wanted to take you through some of the gear that I use to do it because I thought it might be useful. So, starting off here, this is the Ultimate Direction Fastpack 30 pack. So Ultimate Direction was nice enough to send me this pack, and I hadn't had a chance to try it out yet. And so I thought I would for this trip, and I liked it really well. I thought it carried well, kind of minimal distraction, and I found that it was pretty well thought out. For a typical day, I would store most of my food for the day in these pockets up front. Carry a light water filter on the right side here. This is a Solomon XA filter, and it's just in another soft flask, so these filters will fit on most of these wide mouth soft flask bottles. So I'd carry that on the right so I could fill up really quickly from streams and what have you as I was going. Then on the left I just had another soft flask, and this I would typically fill with some sort of like electrolyte drink, like we had goo tabs this time around. It's kind of nice to have something other than water. And then I also have shorts with a few, not these shorts, but shorts with a few pockets so I could carry some other food in there. This pack has a couple straps and then just kind of a minimal waist belt to keep it from flopping around, and it generally I thought carried quite well. Let's see, other things that I'd have accessible. My camera here on the right side, Fuji X-T2. Have my raincoat, which is a Solomon S-Slab raincoat. I really like this Gore-Tex Shake Dry laminate, so if you can find a coat with that, I really like that. It repels water really well, breathes well, it's super light. I don't know how durable it is with a pack. I haven't worn it very much with a backpack, so I'm not sure how well that's going to hold up, but it is really waterproof. And I got my poles here, which I would typically be using but would stash sometimes, and also Alpenflow dangle mug, very important. All right, let's see. Let's go through zipper pocket first. Other kind of more accessible stuff. So Garmin InReach personal locator beacon, really light satellite messenger, allows you to send text messages, which can be really handy. Have a light pair of gloves. Headlamp. This is a rechargeable headlamp, the Petzl core system that also takes AAAs, which is kind of handy. This is the Tactica. Camera batteries. And then in the main pocket here, a Puffy. I like to keep that accessible. This is the Arc'teryx Atom LT. And then fairly close to my back and kind of center of the pack is the food bag, which is about this size. In Olympic, they have black bears. So if you're gonna use a bag like this, you have to stay at camps that have a bear wire so you can hang it. Little kind of personal things pouch, long spoon, handy to get deep into those freeze-dried dinners. Little tiny journal, travel cribbage set and cards. Thanks Susie for that one. Little overnight things, spare contacts, really important. Generally I'll have my glasses in here as well. Tiny little toothbrush. Some P-cord, parachute cord. Use this to hang bear bags sometimes. That's not something you're supposed to do in Olympic, but it's also nice to have some cord. A pen. This is my cook set. So I've been using this alcohol stove, Trail Designs alcohol stove, the last couple years, and I like it quite well. It's really light, really small. This is just a wick that absorbs alcohol from, I have a couple bottles on this trip, and then it burns. The key part of this stove to make it work well is this titanium pop hold our windscreen shroud. So this clips together, and the pot made to fit this pot perfectly, and it makes that little tiny alcohol stove boil water actually pretty quickly. Okay, got my sleeping pad here. And that also, I use just a Tyvek sheet cut to the shape of my pad to sleep on, because I generally will use a floorless shelter, which is coming next. Oh yeah, that pad is the Thermarest Neo Air X Light, by the way. This is the Black Diamond Beta Light, so it's a light tarp shelter, no floor, no ground cover, gets bugs in it, so be wary of using that thing when the bugs are out. I like these nice light Sea to Summit dry bags to keep things in. I'm not sure how waterproof this bag is, so I generally like to keep my gear in some kind of a waterproof stuff sack if I don't want it to get wet, which is especially true of my sleeping bag. Super important to keep that dry. So this is a quilt, Thermarest Vesper, 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I get this in a longer length so I can drape it over my head if I need to. A little more warmth. I have some super light rain pants in here. Solomon rain pants, I don't know what the model is of those. Underwear. And that's it for clothes. I just use, one shirt, one pair of shorts, one extra pair of underwear, a couple pairs of socks, shoes, hat. That's really about it. I do have some sunglasses. There's an extra pair of socks. I do have some sunglasses in here. You can get to Smith Wildcats for some stees. And first aid kit. So I like to take a pretty minimal first aid kit, but I always like to throw an extra goo in there, which we did end up using on this trip. We were a little light on food, but then just some general things in there. Knowles triangle, assessment triangle, and a variety of things. Maybe I'll go through that in more detail in the future, but hope that you found that helpful, and enjoy your fast and light backpacking adventures. Cheers.